So that's what that is. That's what it looked like last night. But like I said, I have a recording of her here, but stop. Put your hands back. Stop.
Every day, officers respond to calls, not knowing what waits behind the door, a life to be saved, a tragedy unfolding, or a moment that will haunt them forever. Today, we dive into one of those moments, a chilling encounter captured on Bodycam that reveals how quickly routine turns to chaos.
It's not gonna happen on finance with you here, but stop. Put your hands back. She's seeing red, and like I said, even in the video, because I literally recorded her saying that she was doing it. She was like, she's like, that even scared me. I know you were scared, all that kind of stuff, but no, ma'am. No. As much as me putting my hands on her, I was literally like trying to obviously get her off of me as go like that, but that was the extent of me putting my hands on her, because I was like, you need to get off of me. And I basically gave her, she doesn't have a car, so I basically gave her the option of, I will take you back to your hometown, or I'm gonna call the police. Like, I need her out. She takes my phone, so I can't contact anyone. So I told my best friend, I said, look, here's my address. If I don't respond, I need you to call the police within X amount of time.
When police arrived, Alex looked tired, shaken. She told the female officer calmly that her girlfriend, Michaela, had choked her 3 times the night before, not in a struggle, not by accident. She said Michaela also slapped her and pulled her hair during the same attack. Alex had audio proof of Michaela admitting to what she had done. She told Michaela to either leave the apartment peacefully or face the police.
I don't know if the windows are open. She choked me.
You want to walk over here?
Yeah,
we'll go over here.
She choked me 3 times. I know you're going to think this looks like a hickey. And there's a scratch too, but she did choke me. And then she also slapped me in the face, pulled me by my hair. And I knew you guys probably would think it looked like a hickey, but I did record the conversation of her saying, like, I did put my hands on you and stuff. And I basically gave her, she doesn't have a car, so I basically gave her the option of, I will take you back to your hometown, or I'm gonna call the police. Like, I need her out. She takes my phone, so I can't contact anyone. So I told my best friend, I said, look, here's my address. If I don't respond, I need you to call the police within X amount of time.
Alex showed the officer the red marks on her neck. You could see where fingers had pressed into her skin. That is a terrifying detail because it shows just how close this could have ended in tragedy.
So that's what that is. That's what it looked like last night. But like I said, I have a recording of her saying, like, I didn't mean to put my hands on you and stuff, just because I heard her when she was outside on the phone with her friend. She's like, they're not going to believe you. They're going to say it looks like a hickey. You're not going to get me arrested, all that kind of stuff. I literally gave her the option before I had my friend call you guys. I said, I will take you back, but you need to leave. Either the cops are going to come and get you, or I will take you back. But you cannot be here anymore. Like, I can't do this.
She said the abuse had actually started months ago, back in December. So this was not a single incident. This was part of a larger pattern that had been growing worse over time.
And you said all this happened last night? Has this kind of been an ongoing thing?
So she kind of started putting her hands on me in December. This is what it looked like last night. She's in the house, yeah.
And what made her do that?
I told her I didn't want to be with her, so the last time that I took her back, I told her, I said, please don't come back. Like, she doesn't have a car, so she wasn't going to have a way up here. I said, please do not come back. Like, I blocked her on everything. She literally created new social media accounts to get a hold of me, like text now numbers to get a hold of my number. And she had her brother drop her off here. And basically ever since, I was like, it's not my responsibility, because she lives 2 hours away. I was like, it's not my responsibility to have to take you back to your hometown. That's not my job. And so I have been telling her the past week, like, I don't want to be with you. Like, you scare me. And I just want her out.
Where's her home found at?
Zanesville, Ohio.
Oh, okay. What's her name?
Michaela. I didn't want to have to do this, but she wouldn't leave on her own.
Inside the apartment, officers found Michaela sitting in the bedroom. She looked surprised. almost confused, as if she did not expect multiple officers to be there. Maybe she thought the situation would blow over, or that Alex would not go through with calling the police.
He's right in the bedroom right there. Come out. Hi. Can we talk?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Why is there 3 cops?
it's part of our
They're just
protocol.
responding. Oh. I didn't know. I just didn't know there needs to be 3 cops.
Be respectful to him.
I'm not being disrespectful. My mama not.
When the officers asked her about the visible marks on Alex's neck, Michaela first said she had no idea how they got there. That response was hard to believe, especially considering how deep and defined the injuries were. A few minutes later, her story changed. Michaela admitted that she had grabbed Alex's neck. She claimed that Alex had put her hands on her first, and that it had been more of a push and shove kind of moment.
Okay, what happened yesterday when y'all were arguing?
Not much, for real, just the same shit.
Okay. So, what's up with the marks on her neck? Don't know? Don't know how those got there?
No.
Okay. Well, she says otherwise, so if you want to tell me what happened, I mean, it'd be better if you tell me what happened.
When we was arguing, I'm not gonna lie. I did grab her neck, but like, I'm gonna keep it P with you. She put her hands on me first. And I have never put my hands on this girl. I literally texted her after it happened, and I told her how sorry I was that it happened. And she put her hands on me, I put my hands on her, shit happened. So I was supposed to leave today. I couldn't get a ride to leave, so she got mad, locked me out, turned off the Wi-Fi, and by the time I came back in, because she just let me in like 30, 40 minutes ago, I tried to call my mom, because I was just on the phone with my mom, tried to call my mom to see if she could find somebody. They said no. She told me I was here. That was really the end of it, really what happened for it.
Okay, so what do you mean she put her hands on you?
Like, when we be arguing, bro, she be putting her hands on me first. Like, it's like a type thing, like, we be a push come to shove kind of thing.
Michaela's answers were inconsistent, and at times, vague. The facts were stacking up quickly, and the conclusion was hard to avoid. The female officer told Alex that Michaela was going to be arrested for domestic violence and strangulation. These were not minor charges. Strangulation is considered a felony in many states.
But I know it escalated.
Okay. Do you have an ID on you by chance?
I honestly don't know where my wallet was. She didn't let me in here to pack my stuff.
Okay.
So,
do you know your social security number by chance?
Yes.
And then you don't have a good phone number right now because you said your phone's off?
Yeah, no, I don't. Okay. I have a text now number that I always answer, but that's about it.
Okay. What is that number? Okay. Alright, well, just give me a second, I'm gonna go talk to her. Okay.
I'm going to jail.
Huh?
I'm going to jail.
We're trying to piece together everything right now. We don't know anything.
So she's saying that you had put your hands on her first and that things often get physical between you guys. I'm not saying that's what happened, but, I mean, do at any point, like, you get physical with her or anything like that? Okay.
Officers then took a closer look at Alex's phone. She had saved text messages and video recordings that supported her story.
Do you care if I see those text messages where she had told you that she was sorry for what she did to you, or that video of her admitting anything?
Michaela kept trying to shift the conversation. She brought up past arguments and mentioned that Alex had once locked her out of the house. But those events did not change what had happened the night before.
All right, so it sounds like your guys' stories aren't matching up or anything like that right now. So we're trying to figure out everything, right? I mean, I can't make any determination right now.
How long if I did, how long do you think I'd be in jail for?
For what?
Whatever. I don't know what the charge would be. Whatever happens.
I mean, it all depends. I can't give you any realistic, because I'm not a judge or nothing like that, right? So, and I don't really know where this falls or what's going on, or even if she wants any charges or anything like that. So, I mean, it's hard to give you kind of any information on that. Once we kind of get a clear view, we can kind of tell you what's going to happen, if anything.
As officers continued to gather details, Michaela pointed to a small scratch on her face. She said it might have come from Alex trying to defend herself. That one sentence changed the tone. Then she said something that stood out. "I know I was wrong." Those 5 words carried a lot of weight. There was no excuse behind them, no denial, just acceptance.
You're saying that she put her hands on you. You don't have any marks on you or anything like that from her?
No, I have marks on my face.
Okay.
Like, I have a whole scratch on my face. It's just small because she just not. Like,
okay. And
this wasn't deep.
Would you say that was from her trying to get you off of her, from choking her?
No, but I wasn't even choking her like that. Like, she making it run bad, and it wasn't even like that. Like,
okay. Well,
I'm not gonna lie, but she did put her hands on me first. But if she wants to take it, however she wants to take it, whatever, it's whatever.
Okay. If you weren't choking her that bad, she would not have marks on her neck like that. Okay.
But bro, she be moving and doing shit too though.
Okay.
Like it could have been. I really was not choking her like that. But it could have been the way she moved or anything. But I'm not gonna lie, I still know, like, Michaela, you just don't. Like, I'm aware I was wrong.
Then the officer made it official. Michaela was going to jail. She looked confused and asked why she was the only one being arrested. The answer was clear. She had been identified as the primary aggressor.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, Michaela, we have a duty to step in. Okay, this is domestic violence. Okay, we have to step in, and you're going to jail today. Okay, so.
Did she press charges on me?
No, I said we have a duty to step in. We have an obligation. Why
is it me if she put her hands on me too? Why am I the only one going to jail?
Today you are deemed the primary aggressor. You have your day in court to argue that, okay? But today you are going to jail.
But things escalated quickly. Michaela did not want to cooperate. She refused to stand up or place her hands behind her back. The officers repeatedly told her to stop resisting.
We're going this way. No, what did I say? Okay, put your hands behind your back. That's not going to happen. I'm trying to stick with you here, but stop. Put your hands behind your back. Stop. 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 Now. I'm right here. Stop it. Don't arrest. Stop. Have you called your mom? Yep. Okay. Is that what she called? Yep. Okay. Stop.
Hey.
Stop. Michaela.
Knock it off.
Stop.
Your hands on my back.
Stop. Michaela.
Well, then stop fighting.
Stop.
I'm not fighting.
You are resisting arrest. Shut your mouth. Stop it. Michaela, stop that. No. Stop. Michaela, we're going to roll you over. Okay? We're going to roll you over. I'm right here. I will pat your back.
After the arrest, Michaela was placed into the patrol car. Meanwhile, officers remained behind to finish paperwork.
I'm going to grab your phone and AirPods real quick. Go ahead and see it.
All right. Awesome. Well, I'll finish up the paperwork with her.
Okay.
Michaela faced serious charges: strangulation, assault, domestic violence, and resisting arrest. This case reminds us that no one is above the law, and violence has consequences, that affect lives deeply. If this story was hard to watch, but important to hear, please like the video and subscribe for more real-life cases.